Hi there. This beautiful lake view behind me is a few miles from our house, and I thought it was a perfect location to introduce our new series on primitive survival. These techniques travel, and if you learn these techniques as I've showed them to you, they're applicable the world over. Come on, let's get started. I've got something to show you. Okay, so normally, if you break a cobble in half, it'll fracture along a fracture line, and it'll usually give you something that you can use then. So this is a bit more stable. This one now kind of rings like a bell. So, let me start again. Flat surface. We're going to start to take the corners off. Now we're cooking. Okay, and when you're to strengthen the edges, just kind of scrape the rock this way, as if you were trying to polish off the edge. It's exactly what you're doing. Hold that, come down. See, I always create an angle. There we have our blades. Okay, got a twosie on that one. And these blades are micronized edges. They're very, very, very sharp. Okay. Okay, so we continue around the cobble. Now you don't have to do this, of course, all the way around the cobble. You can kind of strike blades off as you need them, but something inside me, and I don't know why, but I always tend to make my cores like a tortoise shell. And indeed, this is how they're found in the prehistoric record. But here's another example of another core that I made this afternoon. And here's the original that I showed you when I drove the flake off of them. You can see there's a convex side here, convex side. And as we drive strikes off, they become concave, and as you can see here, we've got a concave side. And when you scrape that cobble like I showed you to strengthen the edge, what happens is it puts a convex side back on again. And that's better for striking flakes. A concave side is pretty awful for striking flakes. You only get very short flakes. So if you're having problems with your blade core, that's probably what it is. But you're not abrading enough. Okay, so let me show you then how to strike a flake from this cobble properly. We now have our flake, and this is kind of our Swiss Army knife tool. We can take this wherever we go. And this was used in the Mesolithic extensively in the Mesolithic to produce small microliths, or small blades, that were fashioned into harpoon points and arrow points and all sorts of assemblages that we used to hunt, even things like elk and mastodon, which is pretty impressive. So let me show you how to strike a flake off of here. So we have the edge here, and all we do is clip it. We don't need to use antler, we don't need to use anything else other than what we've got here. So we're just going to clip it. And that's a microlith, very thin, very small blade. That's the kind of thing that was set into antlers and bone points and those type of things to create cutting edges. We strike another one, a little bit further in from the edge, and get a thicker point. And we have a fleshing tool. Okay? Press that again, press that edge again. Strike it in. And the idea this time is to take it at about a nail's width will strike quite a thick flake that we can use as a multi-purpose tool. Okay, quite a thick flake there. Okay, and really, blade cores, you kind of just scale them up. If you have a larger piece of flint, as long as you have that less than 90-degree angle, you can kind of create slightly larger tools and all sorts of things. So, blade cores, we're going to be using them a lot, and if you have any questions on this, just replay this section and it should answer them all, but if you don't,